Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm sorry, it's morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want to welcome you guys to Ladies of Legacy show. Today we have one of the 61 amazing women that are creating and leaving a legacy that will be recognized in a special edition of Aspiring Authors magazine in March. I'm super excited to share with you guys this amazing woman. She is a trailblazer in mental health professional. She is amazing woman. If you have not connected with her, I want to encourage you guys to listen to her today and follow her amazing platform. I'm going to move out of the way and I'm going to bring her up. I'm going to give her the opportunity to share a little bit about herself, and then we're going to talk about what is legacy and what it means to her. So here's my very special guest, Glendora Dvine. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, hello, hello. What's up? I
How
am
are
Glendora.
you?
Hey, girl. Hey, I am so honored to be here and so glad that you are actually giving me an opportunity to be on your platform. I'm truly honored to be here, Angela. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and sharing yet again. I'm going to move out the way because I want to give you the opportunity to share about who you are and what you are doing and how you are impacting the world.
Well, I am Glendora Devine. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I am board certified in telemental health. I am a business coach to mental health clinicians. I help them build, scale, and grow in their private practice, actually become really good business owners. So that's what I do in a nutshell. I work with clients as well. I have a full practice myself. I specialize in EMDR and trauma. I also work with people who have anxiety and depression. Yes, yes.
Wow. You are definitely amazing, and you always cut it short. You don't like to share about yourself because I know you're just the type of person that loves to pour into other people, and you like to make it about other people. But today I really want to make it about you because I want
Okay.
people to truly know who you are and the amazing woman that you are. You are magnificent in the mental health field and what you do to help mental health professionals brand themselves and to bring their business to the forefront. So I want you to elaborate just a little bit about that,
Okay.
because you are definitely a trailblazer in that arena. You are
Okay.
definitely
It's
setting.
just always so weird to talk about yourself, but let me give it a shot. All right. So I am 50 years old. So that's one thing. I have hit that 50 mark. So I am married. I have a husband. We've been married 21 years. This year will be 22. We also have a 15-year-old daughter, pushing 16 this year. And we have a son. He had a son prior to us being married. That's 33, I believe, and he's going to make me a grandmama this year in May. So I'm about to be a grandmother as well. I am a breast cancer survivor. I battled breast cancer about 8 years ago. I chose to have a double mastectomy. It was only on the left breast, but I said take them both because I don't have time for this shit. So I have been surviving cancer since I think it's 2013 is when I went through that trauma. I also am a person that doesn't believe in metformin. So I have been trying to be very mindful to reverse my diabetes. And by watching what I eat, I try and be a really conscious minded about everything that I do, intentional about everything that I do in order to try and have a really good life. I, what you say, orphan, if that's what you want to call it, at 50 years old. Both of my parents are deceased, so I don't have any surviving parents or grandparents or whatever. So I pretty much take the memories that I had with my father who raised me, with my mother, and my grandparents, and I really just I try and just draw on on those positive memories as I go through my day, and I really just try and make sure everything that I do is pleasing to them in the ancestral world. So my goal is really to break generational curses that I was touched with. And by doing that, I had to become a business owner, a real business owner, not a worker bee, not a hustler. I had to start to honor and believe in self care and do things for me and start to try and understand financial wealth and on my own because it wasn't taught to me. It was part of my curse. So I wanted to live different and better than what my parents lived and do better than my parents did in parenting and in actually just being an individual. So I'm really trying and be mindful about my spirituality and let that be what literally starts my day off and what my thoughts related to the people who I have lost and how I feel about them. My goal is just to truly make them proud of the work that I do. And that's really what I do, who I am. Was that better?
Wow. It's so hard for you, but it's okay because I love you so much and I love what you do. Um, you you are so real and raw with it, and I love that about you. You definitely, um, wow, wow. To hear you share that, somebody out there needed to hear that this morning because they're sitting and they're wondering, how can I carry on? I
Yeah.
don't have my mom, I don't have my dad, everything that you just spoke about. Somebody somewhere is experiencing that. I have a
Hmm.
friend of mine that was just diagnosed in October with breast cancer and she's going through chemo.
Yeah.
So she needed to hear that this morning. So
Hmm.
everything that just come forth from you, somebody needed to hear that, and you didn't want to share. I love you so much, lady.
Girl, I love you too. It's I know the thing as a counselor when as you're seeing clients, what you start to realize is that people start to come with the same story. So it's the same story, just a different face. So it's really empowering to hear somebody else's story because it helps you relate to what your normal is. And you're not weird, you're not crazy. Many people before me had breast cancer, many people before me had double mastectomies, many people before me dealt with diabetes. It's really like I take on things as when the doctor told me that I had breast cancer, my response to her is, so what you want to do? What do we do next? And then when they told me it was just in the left breast, my thoughts was, well, you're not going to turn my life into no damn doctor's office. I'm not going to make this a part of my repertoire. So you're not gonna come to me 6 months later and say it's in the right one. You don't know how I got into the left one. So take both of them. We had a great time. Me and them girls did a lot of things. So if it's time for their asses to retire, let their ass retire before me because I ain't ready to retire. So take them and do what you got to do.
Wow.
Um, so it's really about understanding, like, for me is understanding that I want to be purposeful, I want to be helpful, and I can't do that moping. I can't do that sitting in a state of a funk or trying to claim depression for myself or sit in the fact that I'm sad. I understand that I gotta honor the feelings that I have, but my thing is I can't sit in them. If they're not positive, if it's not good, I don't want to sit in it. It's just not who I am.
Wow. And the positive outlook that you have. Some people, I've watched people get diagnosis, and once they receive the diagnosis, it seems like they just begin to deteriorate. They just go
Yeah.
into depression, they go into a funk. But to have a positive outlook like you did, That's what people need to have. So I'm so grateful to have you on the platform today and to be sharing that, because that is contagious. That is
Yeah.
something that needs to be thrown out there so people can grab hold to it. I love watching your videos. I love watching your lives because your energy is so upbeat. And I mean, so many people on so many levels can relate to you. And that's what I love about you and your platform. I,
Well,
I want
thank you.
you to, I want you to share a little bit about exactly what you do over on don't let me mess it up. Say the name of your business again.
Divine Systems, Georgia.
Yes. Share with them. I love your business cards. Please share just a little bit, and then we're
Okay.
gonna talk about legacy.
Okay, so with Divine Systems Georgia is the name of my business, and I am from Detroit. 100% what up, though? So, but I relocated after I graduated from college and to Georgia, and that's where I started my business. My last name is Divine. I always believe that you have to have a system. You got to connect. You got to have systems in order to actually grow and be successful. And I always wanted to connect with other people and actually just move further in life, doing positive and great things to help other people. So I named my business Divine Systems Georgia. And with that being said, I was able to create a coaching business where I only focus on mental health clinicians. In that, what we do is literally I teach them how to position themselves as a leader in business in the mental health field. When we went to school, that's one thing they did not teach us is how to be a leader in mental health or how to position ourselves as business owners. So they really just had us focus on how to, help somebody heal through trauma or through whatever they're going through related to mental health. But when we step out of that and we want to honestly be a business owner, we don't want to work for somebody else. How do we take control over the money? Because the same money that we are giving, we are earning for somebody else when we work for them is the same money that can just go into our pockets directly. So how do we step up and step out and be confident and be comfortable with how we are presenting ourselves as a leader in mental health or with our expertise that we all went to school for so many years and been in this field doing all this, gaining all this experience. So what I wanted to do is really try and teach therapists how I have been placing myself for the past 10 12 years out here as a leader in mental health, how I really connected with the community that I live in, how I really connected with people that's on social media, and how it really have made profit for me by those connections. Those were intentional connections. And what I realized is that it didn't happen with the business card that I was getting from Vistaprint. It wasn't making the people say my name. It wasn't making the people call me back. It wasn't giving me those true connections that really was going to help me elevate my business. And when I gave someone my card, it really I feel like it fell on deaf ears. It really didn't bring the clients to call the office. It really didn't bring people to call me and say, come and work with me. So what I did is realize that I got to do something different. And what I did is create a business card that's 3.0. I say it's 3.0 because this business card is the business card that do not ever get thrown in the garbage. People just feel weird if they throw it in the garbage because we just don't throw trees in the garbage, right? So the business card is a way. I teach them how to create a journal based on their mental health expertise and how we format the journal. It's actually a book, right? A journal is a book. So how we actually format it, we format it as a business card. And so in the end of my challenge is where how you get to create you one. Mental health therapists have to join my 5-day challenge and execute, do the work, don't procrastinate, take action because I don't play. So they do the work, and in the end, on the 5th day, they actually have a true business card that's really a book that's going to add value to your practice. My goal is to actually get you out here, get you positioned. I want you to understand that you are a power player in mental health. I want you to show up confidently. I want people to be able to see you because you are visible. And I want you to do this. And all of this helps you actually become more competent as a business owner. And so that's what has worked for me. And so what I do is take therapists through my 5-day free coaching challenge, and I show them this is how you create this, this is how you format it, this is what it's for. And then I teach them who are power players in your community that you should really target, that will actually help you take your business to the next level. So that's what the business card challenge is all about, because those business cards, when you put them in a power player hand, it stays on their desk, it stays on their bookshelf, it stays next to them. And then when they think about it, when they need you, they do say your name. They pick up that book, they flip it over, they say, I'm gonna call her. That's what has happened to me many times, many times. And that's why I said, let me show you guys how to position yourself as a leader in mental health. And I created the challenge.
Wow. You are definitely I've been sharing the three P's, and you are definitely an example of the three P's that I've been sharing, because you have definitely prepared yourself. And now you're in a position to help to position other people. And I tell you, you are postured right where you're supposed to be, right on purpose, in
Thank,
purpose.
thank you.
2022 is going to be amazing for you. I can just only
Amen.
imagine. I can just only
Amen.
imagine.
I receive it. Mhm. I
I can
receive it. Already started off with firecrackers and rainbows, so I'm super excited. I say every day when I wake up and get myself together, I say, and I look to the skies and I say, Lord, I look to wonder, well, what miracle you have before me today. I expect a miracle every day. I expect it and I claim it. And I talk out loud to God and I tell him I'm looking for it.
wow, expecting. Wow.
Expect it.
I tell you, Psalms 121, look to the hills from which my help cometh. I tell you, I've been standing on that since last year.
All
Yeah.
right. Look to the hills in which my help come through. I love it.
Okay. Okay. I tell you, I am definitely grateful for you. I want to move along and find out exactly what does legacy mean to you. And you are definitely leaving a legacy. You said something earlier about generational curses, and breaking those generational curses. You're definitely someone that is doing that, and you are leaving a legacy.
I
And
appreciate it. So leaving legacies is really dear to my heart. That is what I named my first book. The reason why I really focus on legacies, for one, as an African American, I don't believe we say the word legacy enough in our household. I don't believe we use the right language to talk to our children to help them understand where they are headed and where they need to go. So legacy is one word that I really wanted to really try and bring into the Black house more, where we literally are saying it, our kids are saying it, we're speaking about it, we're talking about what it is. I want people to honestly see their legacies before they die. I want you to see it right now. I want you to understand how your legacy is being left right now. I want people to know, as far as these mental health therapists, I want them to literally see their work do right now. I want them to really, I want them, their families to know what they would say about them right now based on the work that they're doing, not just you were a great sister or you were a great brother or you gave me the pillow when I was sleepy. I want them to talk about the work that you're doing on this earth to help other people to serve. I want your legacy to really be strong and be out there. The reason why is because so many times that we think about our families, we think about the negative stuff that comes to us. We don't think about the positive stuff that we really gain. And a lot of times in therapy, when I ask the children, who do you look up to? Who do you, who do you admire? They really don't say anybody in their family. And then if I ask them to say something about their parent, they stutter, they struggle. And I don't feel like that's really leaving a legacy. And I feel like, well, they're getting caught up in the midst of the world and not really figuring out what they have to do in order to help the world, help us do better. So to break generational curses, I honestly wanted to focus on mine. I wanted to focus on my curses. One of the curses that I had was the curse of being broke, and having a mindset of being broke. I wanted to erase that. I wanted to erase the thought that I cannot be abundantly rich, financially rich. I wanted to understand how to really bring abundance to me, and allow it to flow in and out of me. And in order to do that, I had to literally get away from the teachings of my father. I literally had to get away from the ways that I was really taught on how to have a relationship with money and to think about money. So that generational curse alone was, it was killing me. And I really was like, I'm not gonna go out like this. And then the thing about, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, and all the other ones, it's like once they pass, what was their legacy? Can we speak about Trayvon Martin's legacy? Can we speak about George Floyd's legacy? Can we speak about? No, we cannot. We really cannot, because they didn't have nothing that was there. It's nothing to be highlighted. So that really started to bother me. And I'm like, as we out here dying by our own hands and the police, what is the legacy that we leaving? So in order to try and make a change, the first thing I did was wrote a book. It is called Leaving Legacies, Breaking the Disconnect Between Parents and Millennials. And what I was doing in that book was giving out behavior therapy techniques that parents can do at home that will really change the way that they are communicating with their child and the way their child is communicating with them, that ultimately allow them to see their legacy in this child doing great things and being able to hear their legacy by their conversations that they're having with this child. Another thing about the whole legacy for us, the coaching business, is the reality that I really want these therapists to be visible, be confident, and be competent in their business. Because if they are, then their legacy is going to speak for them before they pass on. It's going if they did pass on, it's going their parents, their children, their cousins, they will stand and they will give a eulogy based on their work, because it has started. They was able to see the legacy. They would be able to see the work. So I really just was trying to change the way that we are literally living day by day. And I feel like legacies don't get made when you live haphazardly. Legacies get made when you live intentionally. So when you make intentional connections, you make intentional moves, when you're doing things on purpose based on your spirit. So that's what I really was trying to bring in and bring out to, who all that connect with me and who all that I connect with.
Wow, that's powerful. That is so powerful. And the way that you just shared about legacy, being able to see your legacy now, and people being able to witness it now. I'm telling you that now, right now, because we're not
Right.
promised tomorrow. Ha!
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm telling you, it's just something about pouring into. And I understand why you don't like talking about yourself, because you like to pour into people. And it's
Yeah.
just like something about pouring into people and emptying out that does something to your spirit. I tell people all the time, I want to be empty when I lay down, because I want him to fill me up with something new, so that I can pour out tomorrow. Woo.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And
You
that's
know,
definitely. Go ahead.
and
I'm sorry.
I hope that, as much as I continue to serve others, that my God continue to put people around me to serve me, so that's how I continue to look at it. I just try and make sure I just be there so I can be open to the people that's coming to me.
Exactly. Exactly. Because people have to understand what you give out, you will receive. It
Yes.
will come back to you. So I thank you for just being who you are. Before we leave here today, we have to share how individuals can connect with you and how they can support you. And if you have something that's coming up, please share that with us.
Okay. If you are seeking counseling, I am licensed in Georgia and in Michigan. I told you guys I'm from Detroit. What up, though? So, yes, I'm licensed in the state of Michigan and I'm licensed in the state of Georgia to provide mental health counseling. So, you can reach out to me at DS Georgia, D and David, S and Sam, the word Georgia spelled out.com. And you reach out to me there and we can set you up for an appointment. Now, if you are a therapist and you are serious about building, scaling, and growing in your business, you are an action taker. You're not living the life of a procrastinator. You really ready to change your mindset. So you are coachable and you're really ready to invest in yourself, be it time. Be it time, invest time in yourself, then you need to join my challenge. And you can get my challenge, register for the challenge at DS Georgia. So that's D and David, S and Sam, Georgia spelled out.com backslash challenge, backslash challenge. So DS Georgia backslash challenge. And register for the challenge. It's going to be in February, but you must register for it because that's where you get to add value to your business because you're going to have a real product at the end of the 5 days. This is free coaching. You're going to niche down. You're not going to be eclectic. We will not be eclectic. We are going to be purposeful and we're going to niche down. I'm going to help you write a bio that's 47 words or less. And it's very important if you're trying to be sustainable, marketable, and profitable that you do have a short bio. And so I'm going to show you how to write a bio where you actually talk about who you serve and how you serve and not about who you are. That's very important. And we're going to literally get close to power players. I'm going to tell you who the power players are that you should be connecting with in your community and how to connect with them where they actually say your name in the name of mental health. So that's what I have for you. And I hope to see you in the challenge.
Wow. Well, I want to thank you for stopping by today and sharing with us. And I wish you much success in 2022.
Thank you. I wish you much success too, Angela, and I hope we can do something else later on in the year. I really appreciate you having this platform. I really appreciate you being the queen of collaborations. And you know what? I love to lead people with I love to say, we only have one life, one. You must live. Don't just exist in life. I want you to expect the negativity because it's supposed to come at you. So I wanted, you to expect it, but don't get stuck in it. Okay? One life. Keep it moving.
Well, thank you for stopping by. You have a great day.
You too.
Thank you. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, ladies of Legacy Show. I am, of course, the queen of collaboration, Angela Thomas Smith. I want you guys to stay tuned because we have some more amazing women that's going to be stopping by and gracing the platform. I am so grateful to be able to share these amazing women that are creating and leaving a legacy now. Y'all be blessed. I love you.